we have given diagram and we have to find measure of angle 1, 2 and 3. We have given 3 parallel lines which are cut by transversal. Let's put that this is our transversal T. So it means that the pairs of consecutive interior angles are supplementary. We have here these 2 angles. These 2 angles are consecutive interior angles. Let me remind you of the definition. The angles between 2 lines which are cut by transversal and on the same side of our transversal are consecutive interior angles. So now we can use consecutive interior angles theorem. These 2 parallel lines are cut by transversal, so the pairs of consecutive interior angles are supplementary. So angle 1 and 145 degrees are supplementary. So it means that measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 145 degrees, so we can write 145 degrees because this angle has measured 145 degrees is 180 degrees. So measure of angle 1 is 180 degrees minus 145 degrees. So measure of angle 1 is equal 35 degrees. So we have measure of angle 1. Next we have to find measure of angle 3 and 2. We have measure of angle 145. This angle has 145 degrees. So that angle has the same measure like this because we have here vertical angles and we know that vertical angles are congruent, so has the same measure. So let's put here that we have 145 degrees too. So now we can use again the consecutive interior angles theorem, which tell us when 2 parallel lines are cut by the transversal, then the pairs of consecutive interior angles are supplementary. Let me remind you one more time that the consecutive interior angles are angles which between these 2 lines which are cut by the transversal and on the same side of transversal. So we have again by the same theorem consecutive interior angles, we will have that measure of angle 3 plus angle 145 degrees is 180 degrees. So measure of angle 3 is 180 degrees minus 145 degrees. So we have measure of angle 3 is 35 degrees. We have to find measure of angle 2 and we see that angle 3 and angle 2 are supplementary. Angle 3 and angle 2 are supplementary. So, measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 2 is 180 degrees again. So, we know measure of angle 3. This is 35 degrees plus measure of angle 2 is 180 degrees. So measure of angle 2 is 180 minus 35 degrees. So measure of angle 2 is 145 degrees. This is my solution. We found measure of angle 1, 2, and 3.